Welcome back to part 4 of Slayer Only, the series where I beat every tier of every Slayer boss using only gear found in Slayers. Aatrox is mayor and has all perks, so what better time to lock in and absolutely destroy the first 3 Slayers and get enough XP to never need them again. Hope you enjoy. Oh wait, this is a crazy rare. Is this our first proper crazy rare drop? I don't know if I want to actually, can I sell this on Bazaar for anything? Yeah, 1 defense. I think I'd rather sell this thing. It's 3 million coins, my goodness. Well, finally our first profitable drop from a Slayer boss. That's about time. I'm just working towards Rev 7. We're actually pretty close, so I'll keep at it and we'll be there soon. Here we are, the final boss for Zombie 7, dude. I am so excited for this. I mean, there isn't really a whole lot of stuff that getting Zombie 7 unlocks us, but it's more just for the sake of progression, getting towards Zombie 8, of course. There might be a couple nice things in here, though, but more importantly, I just want to get this level done while we have 3 perk Aatrox, and it's, you know, faster and cheaper to do this. So without further ado, goodbye. And there we go. Quite a lot of stuff here. The zombie artifact, of course, the Reaper mask, which I guess is useful. Scythe, don't know if that's useful. Wand of Atonement is amazing. And of course, the Reaper armor, which is not very useful, apart from 1 tier 5. But there we go. I do want to check one more thing. So Zombie 8 gives us the Axe of the Shredded. I know it's called the Halberd of the Shredded. I'm going to pretend it's still the Axe of the Shredded. And the Warden Helmet, which is the, of course, strongest, well, I don't want to say strongest helmet in Skyblock because there are things that are kind of, you know, stepping on its toes for that title of best helmet, but it's a pretty dang good helmet. And I don't know how much we're actually going to end up using it, so I'm not super set on getting it right now, but it is there if we would like it. Apart from that, we do have access to the Reaper Scythe now, which I don't know if this is good or not, because there are Slayer weapons like, you know, the Reaper Falchion, which has lower stats but has that extra damage to undeads, or, you know, the Pooch Sword, extra damage to animal mobs, that kind of stuff. I don't know if the Reaper Scythe is good or not. That may be something we just have to test ourselves. I do know that the souls from this might be useful for Enderman Slayer to get through that hit phase if we really want to, but we're just gonna have to see. I think no matter what, my next focus is actually going to be over on the Terra Slayer side, and this is the one I'm very much not looking forward to, but is something we absolutely need, as Spider Slayer 7 gets us the Primordial Armor, which is going to be our go-to armor set, I believe, for the majority of the content going forward, apart from maybe a little bit of Enderman Slayer where we need Final Destination to do that. But I need to get this unlocked because we also get the Mosquito Bow. Don't know if that's good, but you know, this very good accessory. And we get our first piece of equipment, the Shriveled Bracelet. We're only going to get a couple pieces of equipment overall in the series, and this is one of them, if not potentially the best one. So yeah, I guess let me figure out, I don't know, I need a better way to take out Spider Slayer than the Voodoo Doll strat, because it's good. It's just a little slow and a little bit frustrating to try and hit the boss with it. Let me go see actually real quick something. What is stronger? This setup right here, 15.6, or this setup? Okay, it's not even close. Pooch Sword and Mastiff crush the Reaper Falchion when you're not fighting zombies, so I don't know. The other option is, of course, getting the Spider Slayer weapon itself and using Terra armor. So I think the Scorpion Foil is our next best item. So let me try to figure out if this thing's any good. So here I was about to upgrade my Terrafang into the Scorpion Foil. And, you know, I go to Bazaar and I'm looking, all right, how much do Terra Catalysts cost? Let's make a buy order for the 8. All right, 2.1 mil, that's not bad. Surely the 32 silk doesn't cost that much, right? Oh, that's all my money. Yeah, yikes, that's not good. But it is, I'm almost certain, going to crush Mastiff and Pooch. I was doing a little bit of testing with the Terrafang and Pooch Sword, and they were pretty close. So I'm going to imagine that with a Scorpion Foil, the Terrafang's going to crush it. It's also going to make healing my health back up if the boss is dealing a lot of damage to me easier, because we have the antitoxin, so the healing reduction is going to be less detrimental to me. And I'll have less physical health, so Wand of Atonement, which I got to upgrade this into, is going to help even more. Speaking of Wand of Atonement, 64 Dark Oak Logs. I'll just insta-buy those and throw those in here for now. But 64 Viscera is gonna cost a lot. I'm pretty sure I can't afford this yet. Yeah, we're close, but we can't quite afford this. We'll be able to upgrade it while we're doing Spider Slayer, which will be nice. But I gotta wait for these Bazaar orders to fill. So yeah. Wait, why does it say I have... Oh, this sold, that's why. All right, yeah, let me wait for these to fill. It's that time again, fire sale time. What do we got going on this week? We've got some thunder helmets. Interesting. Legally distinct Power Ranger helmets. Okay, these are actually kind of cool. If you ever buy any of these off the Hypixel store, if you want some gems, ranks, any of that stuff, be sure to use a creator code at checkout in that little support creator box when you're checking out. If you want to support me and my channel, my code is TOAD, T-O-A-D, just like my name. You get 5% off, I get a card of the sale, it helps everyone, and is the #1 way to support the channel. Thank you to everyone who's used my code in the past, and let's get back to what we were doing. All right, our gear is ready to go here. Let's go ahead and upgrade our Tarantula Fang into, that's not how you do it. There we go. The Scorpion Foil. Look at that. And it finally has a texture, so that looks cool. I guess these are our stats here. I can't see all of my stats. That's a little annoying. There we go. We need more strength. We really, really do. It makes me want to go into Galatea and do some foraging, honestly, but you know what? It is what it is. This is kind of what we're going to rock with here, and let's see what our damage is now. So with the Pooch, we were doing about 36,000 damage, and now we're doing 41,000. Okay, yeah. So this is definitely just better. It's just better in every way. I guess we may as well check how a tier 4 does, because we have yet to melee a tier 4 spider. I've only used the Voodoo Doll, but hopefully we're strong enough now to where we don't need the Voodoo Doll, because I'd like to save that mana for like more emergency healing if I need to, although it's probably still beneficial to use the Voodoo Doll just for free damage, but this boss has so many phases, it may not actually matter. So let's see here. Here comes our boss. And all right, what's our damage? It's actually okay. It's not amazing, but it's tolerable. This is gonna go a lot slower than Zombie Slayer in terms of boss speed, but the spawn time should be relatively the same. I kind of wish I had more attack speed, but yeah. I mean, this guy's got a lot of health. There's no doubt about that. However, we should finally not have to deal with that bug that makes the boss heal, just because we're killing it pretty darn quick now, and consistently at that. So yeah, I don't think this guy's gonna heal, at least not our first kill. So there we go. Unfortunately, it's a long road ahead of us as we have 25% less than 160 bosses to do. That's what, like what, 130-ish or so? Yeah, this is gonna take a couple days. Well, maybe not a couple days, depends how locked in I am. But I just want to get this done before Aatrox is over, so let's lock in, maybe stream a bit, and get this done. Well, I've been doing Spider Slayer, and we've racked up a decent amount of money, so let's go ahead and get that stack of Revenant Viscera right here for about 4 million coins, and upgrade our Wand of Restoration into the Wand... How do I do this? It's like that. The Wand of Atonement, going from 120 healing to 170. The most powerful healing item we will probably get on this profile. Very, very good to have, but it does consume a hefty amount of mana. However, that's no problem. If you want to see my progress, currently I am a little over halfway, so yeah, a little under 100 bosses, probably 85-ish to go. It's gonna take me a while. I want to get this done tomorrow, ideally, but we'll see. Definitely finishing this before Aatrox is out of office, though. I'm gonna say it, this Spider Slayer bug needs to be fixed immediately. This has been one of the most frustrating Slayer experiences I've had, even having gear pretty dang powerful to shred tier 4s, you know, relatively quickly, especially for, you know, a level 20-something profile or 30-something. I don't know, I'm nicked right now, so the level is scrambled, but this boss still regenerates sometimes, despite me damaging it. Let's say it decides to hop all the way through a wall and I have to go chase it down. It'll end up getting regeneration bug before I'm able to find it. Or it might just decide to do it early if it wants to, and yeah, it's lame, but I'm done. We're Spider Slayer 7. I did this in 2 sittings. It was pretty lengthy, but you know what? We got through it. Let me just, you know, just go to my garden or something right now, just to get away from these spiders then. Let's go ahead and claim this. Get our, okay, I have to open up Maddox because I left the lobby. Lovely. But let's open this and claim our Spider Slayer 7. We get the mosquito bow, we get the tarantula ring, full primordial armor, and that shriveled bracelet. Let me check if there's anything I really care about from Spider 8. I'm not going to do it right now, but let me just see. Okay. So it looks like the primordial is going to be kind of the ultimate item of Spider Slayer, of course, which is a belt. And I believe the other one was a bracelet, so we can use both. and I may end up wanting this thing for Blaze Slayer. I guess we'll have to see, but I'm not going to worry about that for quite a while. I do need Primordial Armor though, and I'm very scared to see. Okay, this looks expensive. Let me just say, okay, all the recipes are the same. So 24 iron blocks, 4 catalysts, and 4 stacks of silk. The rest is gonna be cheap. It's just, how much is 256 tarantula silk? I'm scared. Oh, jeez, dude. Okay. Yikes. That's not great. What am I gonna do to get this money? I mean, I have almost 20 mil from getting, you know, Zombie and Spider 7. Oh, man. Oh, that's not even a fifth of what we need. I don't know what to do. We got our main 2 goals done, so that's great. Let me figure out what I want to do next. Alright, so originally I was gonna get Sven 7 and call it there because it would probably take me until I need to edit this video to get Sven 7. But I realized that would kind of be boring and I wouldn't really have done much in the video besides get 3 Slayer levels that people probably don't care about. So instead, what I'm going to opt to do is finally go to Galatea, which I've been seeing people in the comments every single episode, there's at least probably 8, that keep telling me, you know, start hunting, do hunting, get attributes, and, you know, in the back of my head, I'm thinking, okay, I'll do that probably when I'm ready to do Enderman Slayer, which was gonna be, you know, after I get Sven 7, after I get Primordial Armor, then I would probably sit there and get the attributes. But you know what? Let's just do it now. Let's add some more variety to this video and figure out how hunting works. I have only done hunting on my Iron Man and only did it briefly, so I don't know what I'm doing. This is the hunting guy, right? Actually, you know what? You guys have probably already seen this. Let me cut out all of this intro stuff and figure out what I'm actually supposed to do. Alright, so the first thing I want to do here is get hunting 15, so we're just kind of attacking some Glaciite Walkers doing no damage because you can't put a pickaxe in this darn thing. You can put, I think, the glowstone gauntlet, not glowstone gauntlet, you know what I'm talking about, gemstone gauntlet. But I obviously don't have one of those because I just walked into Dwarven Mines, so it looks like we're stuck dealing 83 and 13 and 47 damage to these dumb things, which, you know, that's fine. It's not a big deal. I don't think hunting 15 will take too long, but it's certainly taking longer and longer every level, and people keep running over and killing all the things I'm trying to capture, so that's a little annoying, but there's not much I can do about that. Yeah, I want to get hunting 15 so I can use high rarity shards, just so I can, because that's the first thing I want to do here. I was trying to earn a little bit of coins with this, but it didn't really seem to be making any coins. I tried a couple different shards people recommended, and I think you're supposed to have like higher end hunting gear to be able to effectively get coins from this, so yeah. But I'll keep doing this for a while and we'll get hunting 15. Oh, there we go. That is hunting 15, finally. That took a while, but you know what? It is what it is. It's a little annoying trying to hunt mobs and then people start trying to kill them and then they'll sit there for like 30 seconds because it doesn't let you kill a mob that someone's already hunting. But either way, we are done with this and we open up our hunting box. We can actually sell all of these things. I've been selling them, obviously. It took way more than 50. So we made a couple million coins from that. We're also hunting 15, which means I can actually use these couple ghost shards I got for true defense. And we're gonna want to max this out completely in order to do Blaze Slayer, because true defense and vitality are going to be the most important stats for us. So we'll have to keep working on that. But the reason I wanted hunting 15 is for shell-wise. How expensive are this? Oh, this isn't actually that bad. You know, let's just see how much 30 is going to do. If we go ahead and put all of these into our hunting box. There we go. This gives us knockback immunity, which is absolutely crazy. And it looks like I may have bought too many. Like I bugged the menu. Whoops. I might not have gotten enough. Let me check. How many more do we need? We need 2 more. So I just need a single one more. Might as well scoop up a ghost shard while I'm doing this to level that up. But yeah, we can do this and get 100% chance to negate knockback, meaning we no longer need dwarf turtle shellmets, which is absolutely awesome. And then free true defense. So yeah, I can now swap this shellmet on all of these pets for something like a tiger crochet plus 4 more attack speed, because right now attack speed seems to be what we're really needing. And especially for Enderman Slayer, we're going to want that because the more times we hit the enemy, the more times we'll proc siphon, lifesteal, all that stuff, which will give us a better chance at staying alive. There are other attributes I'm going to want to get, just randomly things that give me, you know, maybe more attack damage, more vitality, that kind of stuff, but I'll grab those kind of whenever I feel like I need them. I want to say my main goal right now is to get Primordial Armor, but I'm gonna be real, I don't think I can get 80 million coins in a reasonable amount of time before this video needs to go up. So instead, I'm going to use this chance to talk about something real quick. So last episode, I put a little note in asking you all how I should handle magical power moving forward because, well, it gets pretty expensive and would eventually result in me delaying videos by days or weeks. And I really want to keep this weekly schedule going, so I came up with an idea and collected feedback from you guys in the comments of the last video of a fair way for me to get magical power without just becoming blatantly overpowered. Essentially, a way for me to have a reasonable amount of magical power for the stage of the game I'm at, just without farming wheat for 5 hours a day. So for every unique tier 3, 4, and 5 Slayer, I'll raise the minimum amount of magical power I'm allowed to get through, gifts, borrowing, accessories, and so on. This means I'll have 600 magical power right now, and can get an extra 100 for beating tier 5 Zombie and Spider, tier 3 and 4 Enderman, and tier 3 Blaze. I also asked a similar question about buying gear like armor and weapons, but I've decided to keep that just for magical power, meaning I gotta go grind that 100 million coins for primordial armor myself. And it seems like a lot of you want me to earn money from Slayers, so with our new magical power, let's go try and get Sven 7 this video, and maybe get a rare drop or two. Speaking of magical power, we just got 6 more accessory slots, and I realized that I'm not gonna be able to just jump to 600 magical power right now, so if you're thinking I was gonna, go from 271 to 600 between clips, no. I have 6 slots, and there's not much I can get with that. I can obviously go buy some accessory slots from Jacobus, but this isn't something that's gonna happen between clips. But just know that I have 20 million coins right now. I'll put that in my bank that we can spend on actual gear, and I need to find a way to get some magical power, man, because these Svens take too long. Dude, I am locked into this game of Connect 4 right now. He said he'd give me 5 mil if I win. Where did he just play? He played up there, okay. I think I go here? Okay. This is looking like it might be a tie or a forced win from one of us. Let's see. These 2 squares are useless. I can't go here or I lose. I think this is safe. I think this is a tie. It's a tie or a forced win, one of the two. Because if he goes there, he has to go here. So I have to go here to block him or I lose. So then he's going to play here. I win! I win! Yep, he forfeit. Let's go! That was a great game. That was a great game, my sniper. That was really, really good. He can't trade me. And there's our prize, 5 million coins. Thank you, man. That was awesome. Technically, I won these coins fair and square, but I'll still send them on accessories. All right, let's get ourselves a tiger crochet plushie. Where are these pet items? There we go, only 250,000 coins. That is really cheap, and we can chuck this on our hounds now that we have full knockback immunity. Thank goodness. But where is my hound pet? There you are. Let's go ahead and swap that. That gives us 35 more attack speed, which is absolutely incredible. If I pull up the fandom wiki here, because the regular wiki doesn't have this, we need to get more attack speed to hit an attack speed threshold. So right now we have 69 attack speed, and it looks like our next threshold is just at 82, which might be pushing it in terms of what I'm able to do. So instead, I'll drop my attack speed down to 54, which I guess just means getting rid of all my attack speed and throwing it in crit damage. So yeah, now we're at 62, which is above 54 and below 81. So this is as good as we're going to be able to get until we can get to 81 attack speed. So let's go see if that was a decent boost in damage. It should be a little nice boost. Nothing crazy, but hopefully we're doing closer to that like 50k margin right now. 62, okay. Yeah, definitely getting up there in damage, thankfully. And of course we have more attack speed, so that means we'll be able to do more damage per second as well as just damage per hit. So if we can, yeah, I can probably start having to click a little bit faster now because the attack speed is rather high. And hopefully this will make bosses go just that much quicker because Svens are going to take a while, and I'm really going to try to get Sven 7 before this video comes out, but that is going to be a ridiculous amount of Sven Slayer today and tomorrow. What did I just get? A spirit rune, okay. Yep, we just saved 2 seconds off our personal best, so nothing crazy, you know, like a good 10% improvement. I'll take it, but yeah, I've got 132 more of these to go. This is gonna take some time. Here, I can show that off right now if you want. So here's a, where is it? Here's my efficiency 5 gold axe. If I open up Heart of the Forest, I have exactly 1 sweep, right? So first let's turn this perk off. So I have 0 sweep right now. I get wood, all right? I turn this on, so I have exactly 1 sweep. It just stops working. It just doesn't work anymore. It's so dumb. Wolf Talisman. That's rare. I don't have bestiary. Isn't this like stupidly rare? 1 in 1,000. My goodness. Well then. Free accessory, I guess. Do I already have one? I guess I already have one. Oh, that's not even in Calamity anymore. That's like a separate mod. Hey, yo, Combat 25. That is a lot of stuff we just unlocked. And Combat 25 is a big, important one because it lets us challenge the tier 5 Slayer bosses, those being Zombie 5 and Spider 5. Yeah, we can do both of those. So I'm waiting for that for a while, which is absolutely excellent. I still want to finish Sven 5 first, or Sven 7 first, and then we'll look at challenging the tier 5s. Alright, I just set my RNG meter to hamster wheel because we only have about 20 to 25 bosses, or guys, 40 bosses left to go before we're done with Sven. There's a chance I don't need to get Sven 8. So we may as well use our meter now rather than saving it for an overflux we're never going to drop. Because I think I'm going to use Spider to get money. Because from what I've heard, the new Spider update made some pretty good coins from Spider Slayers. So I'll definitely have to test that out myself. Although it's probably not going to be amazing with my gear. It's going to be better than Sven. So yeah, I'm just going to use my meter now. And get a couple million coins on hamster wheels to help us get ready for those tier 5 Slayers we're going to have to do soon. Well, we're down to our final Sven boss ever for this series. This is it. I don't think we're doing any more after this. So let's go ahead and wrap this up once and for all here. If the game would ever decide to give me a mini boss, that would be greatly appreciated. Come on, game, please, please. Thank you. And that wasn't enough. There we go. All right, you should spawn my boss, right? Yeah. All right. Let's finish this up. Sven 7 will get us the recipe for the overflux, which means we can finally have a good item, so... Right, you're done, man. You're done. I know you don't want to be done, but you're done. Out of here. And there we go. Sven level 7, the Hunter Talisman, and the Overflux Power Orb. I'm not going to be getting Sven 8, at least I don't think so, because I'm going to be using the Alert Flare instead of the Plasma Flux from Blaze Slayer, at least that's what I plan to. But we may use the Overflux for Enderman Slayer. And now that we are done with this... Oh, I got another Wolf Talisman, I didn't even notice. I can't bin it, so I'm not going to bother selling it. I think it's time we do two things. I need to gear up a little bit more, round out my stats a little bit more, and get ready to take on Tier 5 Zombie and Tier 5 Spider, which are going to be huge for our progress, as they are two of the harder Slayers in the game. And I have no idea what that's going to take to beat, but I do know it might take a little bit of prep. Lucky for us, the Diana V2 update just came out. So in 3 days, we're actually going to have the event, and I'm going to make an Iron Man video, so I get a week off of this series. So yeah, keep that in mind. Next week will be an Iron Man video, and then the week after, we're going to take on some pretty awesome stuff over here on Slayer Only. So I guess look forward to that. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and leave things off here because we got a lot to do next episode. So that's going to be it for this episode of Hypixel Skyblock Slayer Only. If you enjoyed or are looking forward to the next one, leave a like down below, hit that subscribe button, help me reach 150k subs. And of course, if you're any ranked gems or a fire sale off the Hypixel store, be sure to use my code at checkout for a 5% discount on anything you buy. In that little supporter creator box, just put TOAD, T-O-A-D, just like my name. It's the only code that rhymes with code. And your support means the absolute world to me. But that's for today. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.